My beloved child, listen closely right now. God says, you've been waiting for something to change. You've been waiting for an opportunity, waiting for a clear sign that things are finally moving in your favor. God says, I see your patience. I see every bit of effort you've put in. I see those quiet moments when you felt so ready, when you thought the time had finally come, but nothing happened. God says, it felt like a delay. It felt like nothing was opening up for you. It felt like every door remained tightly closed. But God says, it was never a denial. It was simply my perfect timing. God says, not every door is meant to open exactly when you want it to, because if it opens too early, you may not be fully ready. If it opens too soon, it may not last or bring the blessing it was meant to bring. God says, the right door opens at the perfect time, not too early, not too late, but exactly when everything aligns in the most beautiful way. God says, there are so many things being prepared behind the scenes right now, things you cannot see yet. Situations are being arranged. People are being positioned. Opportunities are being carefully formed and shaped just for you. God says, timing is not only about you. It's about everything around you coming together in harmony. God says, when that door finally opens, everything connected to it must also be ready. That is why it has taken time. That is why you had to wait. God says, during this waiting period, you were not standing still. You were growing. You were learning. You were becoming more aware, stronger, and wiser. God says, the version of you now is not the same as before. You are more prepared. You are more focused. You are more aligned with my purpose for your life. God says, this growth is what will make all the difference. Because when the door opens now, you will handle it differently. You will value it more deeply. You will protect it and walk through it with greater wisdom and gratitude. God says, the delay was never punishment. The delay was part of the preparation. God says, many people rush into opportunities before they are ready, and they end up losing them. But you are being prepared the right way, in my perfect way. God says, trust this process. Trust this timing. Because nothing in your life is random. Nothing is late. Nothing is out of place. God says, you may feel like you are behind. You may see others moving ahead faster than you. But your journey is not meant to look like theirs. Your timing is different. Your path is unique and specific to you. God says, comparison will only confuse and discourage you. So focus on your own path. Focus on your own growth and stay close to me. God says, the door that is meant for you cannot be taken by anyone else. It is reserved for you. It is waiting for the perfect moment. God says, and when that moment comes, it will open naturally, without force, without struggle, and without confusion. God says, things will suddenly start to make sense. Clarity will come. Direction will become clear, and you will know deep in your heart, this is it. God says, until then, be patient. Stay consistent. Keep improving yourself every single day. Because every step you take now is quietly bringing you closer to that open door. God says, do not lose faith just because you cannot see it yet. Just because the door is closed right now does not mean it will stay closed forever. God says, it is simply waiting for the perfect time, and that perfect time is closer than you think. God says, this door will open at the perfect time. Type Amen in the comments if you trust divine timing. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement today.